Welcome back to the Super Smash Project number 114. We are continuing with Earthbound Beginnings. And there's one thing that I forgot to do last time that we should probably do, is we heard there is a dude in town that can never get sick. So, let's try to find that dude. Today I believe we are focusing on finding the dude who we heard. Oh wait, no, I already said that. We're starting. Yeah, we're starting. Yeah, no, it's 2 o'clock now, so we are starting. And today will mostly be filled with doing stuff in Spokane. That is the next town we're going to. So. Right now we have our 3 guys, and let us go. Had some unfortunate tidings for like film stuff, because I was wanting to make a short film sometime sooner rather than later. Let's check this. Healer's, yeah, that Healer's house is where we need to go. Yeah, it's okay. So in my personal life, I was trying to do this short film thing, and well, it's kind of gotten off to a rough start, because I was trying to get somebody as for like my DP, somebody I knew from class, and didn't only refuse, but emphatically refused, because it was something that I was trying to do for an earlier film class that you know, it was, there were only a few projects that we could do, and basically I was the how do I want to say it? It was like there were 3 main projects, and then I was like the side thing, I guess, that nobody wanted to do except me. And yeah, no, and because I was basically doing everything myself, and you know, for class I was like, okay, let's talk to this guy first. Believe it or not, I am a healer. What do you want to do? Okay, thought this was the dude that, I guess not. I was trying to find the dude that never gets sick, but I guess that's not. Where is, I don't know. But yeah, I was basically doing everything myself, and on top of that, there was problems with time, where we just, in large part because my teacher had us do like 4 projects in 1 quarter. 1 quarter is like 3 months, so that's kind of a lot. So it's basically we do a project like every couple of weeks. That was quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, it was so yeah, it ended up just not getting done, and So since then, I just kind of called it the Nightmare Project, because it was an absolute nightmare to work on. And so, you know, I didn't touch it for a while, but then with my last class, you know, I really wanted to do it over again. So I rewrote about 3/4 of it. And, you know, so that's basically what I was trying to do now. And so I was, you know, I approached somebody to possibly do it, and so I think he immediately kind of got a little, I don't know if it's the right words, cut off. Like, he wasn't particularly into it, which, to be fair, I don't think it was really that the kind of project I wanted to do. Was not really his style. It was like a, you know, high school drama kind of thing, which I don't think is his thing. I think his thing is more more like fantastical, you know, more Star Wars than 10 Things I Hate About You. And so he's like, you know, sounds like, you know, it's the same thing with little to no changes, which is not entirely accurate. And then, you know, no backing, like, you know, I don't have crew, I don't have talent. I'm asking him for help. Obviously, I don't have crew. So it kind of irritated me a little bit. But, you know, what can you do? But either way, I'm wanting to get help on the script itself. I feel like there's something missing, and so I need help on that. Anyway, let's see. Let's go to Spokane. That's really where we need to go to. Nobody wants to go to Spokane. That's why it's so cheap. Hold on. There we go. See if there's anybody to talk to. Actually, before I do anything else, let's try something. There you go. I cannot. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it might be named because of that. I needed to make the screen full size because I can't really. I really had to look at like the chat. You know, I really have to stare at the chat. But yeah, see, there are enemies right in the middle of the street. Do they? Because I'm on YouTube or something with the servers. I think in general, like, you know, messages tend to be a little bit more delayed. Yeah, it's not a problem. Skrillex MIDI. I haven't really listened to Skrillex much. I remember when it was like super popular and, you know, you couldn't escape it. But now Skrillex is kind of just like, I hear basically nobody talk about it. It's just kind of, yeah. Kitties. It says cougar, but they don't look like cougars. They look more like bobcats. You know, just kind of wildcats. Kind of look like they're on fire a little bit too. Who are you talking to? Let's check this out. Spokane downtown, West Spokane residential. That we need to go to the residential. That's what we need to do. That's where the people are. Yeah, it's down here. Okay, here's residential. What do you want? Okay. Interesting hair. I don't like the little Rosemary girl. Whatever, just died out. Yeah, I still have the argument that there are more changes between now and 2005 than there have been between 1985 and 2005. Streets are filled with monsters, people have run away. It's just, everything is just kind of different. I don't know. Sure, let's... A ghost appeared at my house too, but he didn't stay long. He thought my room was too small. The owners of the ghost house were the Rosemarys. Okay. Looks like we need to go here. I'm a resident of this town. I am your assistant. Maybe you forgot to write something down. I will sell you a hint for only $1,000. No. Oh, you don't need anyone's help, do you? Fine and dandy, you can color me gone. Yeah. Yeah, I know that, she disappears if you don't. Darkly. Oh, yeah, no, that makes total sense, actually. I'm the only clown in Spokane. Everyone else is so serious. Truth is, by nature, I'm not a jolly guy. Why so serious? Okay, let's see what happens if you say no. Is that right? I may be the true pessimist myself. Okay. My house is filled with monsters, mostly cows. That's why we live life in the outdoors now. Okay. Oh, you are such a charming boy. Just looking at you makes me feel so confident. I'm sure you'll bring that house into control. Here's the key to it. Okay, we got the key to the house. That is good. So yeah, if we go up north, we can go into the house, but for now, let us rest at the hotel. It might be a little spooky, but I think we can deal with that. Okay, where are we going? I wish Anna had a lot more health though, because I feel like, you know, compared to the rest of us, it takes the longest amount of time to get her health up to speed, no matter, you know, the HP, or no matter the level, I should say. Oh, there's the hotel. Spooky. Welcome. $18 for night. Care to stay? It's an Earthbound getting ganked by the ants in the early game. Yeah, no. Yeah, let's stay. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, the thing about Earthbound is that, like this game, you know, you could, you know, you don't lose experience when you die, so you can basically just die over and over and over again. And, you know, that's how you gain experience. And Originally when I played it, that's what I did until I got really strong and didn't need to keep dying every time. Thank you so much. But he's a Starman. Okay, let's go. Believe the answers. I actually don't get that reference. But okay, so actually I was kind of getting the reference of what does Shigesato Itoi mean by so-and-so, because I saw a post like that more recently. What did he mean by this? I don't know if that was what you were referencing or now, I believe now is a good time to get to the house. Yeah, now is a good time to go to the house. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to remember Earthbound because it's been a while since I played it last. Oh, fuck. I need my phone. Excuse me. I'm trying to see where everything is since just, the map for, like, the Rosemary house is huge, so that's when I use my phone instead of, I like using physical guides, but you know, not right now. Let's see, Earthbound Beginnings, Rosemary house. Okay. So I'm still here. I don't know, I think, this is kind of in the category, a lot of RPGs in general are kind of in the category of being guide games. So even if I don't necessarily need it, I usually check anyway. The games that I absolutely don't need a guide are like Mario Kart. That, you know, any of those extreme sports games. So recently, my Wave Race 64 arrived in the mail, and I will be very excited when I get to it because it's great. I love those kind of games. Fight the police, Earthbound official. Yep. Yeah, usually I like to use official guides. This one I couldn't really because it was, you know, it didn't originally come out in the States, so I can't really use, you know, the guide didn't exist. So. For the original Final Fantasy, I actually used an old Nintendo Power issue, because that one that one was just entirely just a Final Fantasy guide. And so Dragon Quest is actually coming up like really shortly. So like after Earthbound Beginnings, it's going to be Ghouls and Ghosts for the Sega Genesis. Then wait, no, it's going to be Super Mario Land, and then Dragon Quest, and then after that, it's Ghouls and Ghosts, then Castlevania the Adventure, and then was it Gloive Heracles 2? Yep, Dragon Quest is coming up very shortly. This game is actually kind of a lot like Dragon Quest, but yeah, no, right now I'm going through games released in 1989, such as this game. Dragon Quest in the US was released in 1989, so from like the show I watched or I don't know what show you watched exactly. I mean the one on NES. I actually have the physical cartridge that I'm probably going to play on an emulator, because NES cartridges, or the NES in general, tends to be pretty finicky. I don't want to deal with that. I am kind of excited to play the original Dragon Quest. I've actually, I do know there was a Blue Dragon, both a game and an anime, back in the day, because I remember it being on TV, and that it was kind of like a Dragon Quest thing. So I don't know if that's what you're referring to. I don't know. Dragon Quest I am kind of excited to go through, though, because I've actually never really played a single Dragon Quest game. Nada. So, you know, I'll be going through all of them practically blind. Right now, I'm actually going through this game relatively blind, because originally when I played it back in like 2015, this is about the part where I got to. I got to Snowman. Right now, you know, we're done with Snowman, so it's... Okay, where are we? Where are we going? Yeah. Well, it depends when you watched it, because, like, when you watched it on TV. Because when the Blue Dragon... Hold on. I'm trying to find the damn thing. Okay. Okay, we go right. When Blue Dragon was on TV, that was about 2007 to 2008, something like that. I don't think any earlier than 2006, and definitely not any later than 2008. But oh, here's the manor. The door's locked. Okay, we can use the key though. Let us use the ghost key. Nintendo unlocked the door and went inside. 2 seconds ago. Yeah, my memory is actually not bad. Like as an actual thing. Let us go. Where should we go? Okay, I think I have an idea. Alarm glows. Alarm ghost. Excuse me. Yeah, but like I actually back in the day got tested for like memory retention and all that sort of stuff, and like yeah, no, the whoever tested it noted that my memory retention is actually like really good. It's one of those kind of unusually good things. I can't say I really have great short-term memory, but long-term memory, I mean, I can remember stuff somewhat vividly, I guess, since I was like 2, so I'm just an ordinary mouse. The room with the piano, okay. When I was 5, I forgot where I put it. Yeah, that's how things are. My dad always argues, like, whenever I mention something from, like, when I was 2, he doesn't believe that I can possibly remember anything from when I was 2. Even though, like, people's memories are, different, so some people have, longer memories, some people have shorter memories. It just really all depends. I remember going to Disney on Ice when I was 2. That would have been like 1999, and the only part I really remember was the Toy Story part, because I remember they still had the spider, and it freaked the shit out of me. Everybody was scared about the spider, the little spider doll thing. And I learned new PSI power. Armor A, Armor B. Okay. We should probably heal Lloyd up, actually. Oh, shit! I feel like either they're really strong or Anna is just really unprepared. Oh, she has life up. B? Oh no, not the arms. Yeah. I remember it was in Monterey, and there was this place we went. Fuck. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's fight, and then fight. Ah, fuck. Just let's do life up. Fuck. And dead. Let's try one of the attacking PSIs, actually. Maybe PK Fire would work. Not very efficiently. Yeah. I don't know what to do with the armor. dead. But like, I don't know, even... There's no revival or anything, so like I have to get back out. We might actually have a rope now that I think of it. Do have rope. What the fuck? Is there no escape anything? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, we gotta get out of here, and because, you know, we don't have much of a choice, really. Apparently, I was thinking the same thing. In, I think in Earthbound, there is, like, an escape item, I think. But, no. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, no, apparently it's not Pokemon, so it's... Oh. That would be especially helpful, you know, for her being able to revive. Okay, I need her, though, to heal. Let's, okay, friend, probably as well. If I would have taken the walk of shame. I just don't really want a long walk. That's my thing. You know? Anyway, like, these enemies outside aren't really too bad. So it's not that big of a deal. It's really just the enemies inside that are a big deal. Apparently, I was looking at the guide, and basically, armors, nasty zombies, they're good to run from. Just run. Because they hit way too fucking hard, and it's just... Yeah. I love this music, though. This music never gets old. I can hear it all day, every day. Just reminds me of good memories playing Super Smash Bros. Melee. Yeah. There should be a doctor's office in downtown, so we're going there. There's a hotel. I don't think we can use the hotel anymore, but hopefully the hospital we can still use. Yeah, there are just kind of a ton of enemy encounters in this. You know, the enemy encounter rate is far greater than a lot of RPGs, like even at the time. I really like how Earthbound doesn't have any random battles. You know, you basically run into them. Let's use... yeah. Should... Nobody? I mean, there's that, but there's no... Fuck! There really is nobody. So, like, we have to go all the way back to wherever. So I mentioned that Dragon Quest is coming out pretty soon. You know, sooner rather than later we're gonna get to 1990, and I'm kind of excited to go on to 1990 because, like, it has a ton of, like, classic stuff. Like, you know, you have your classic Super Mario Bros. 3, Castlevania 3. You also have Metal Gear 2. You have, was it Final Fantasy 3? You have, the original Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. Which, to be fair, I'm actually not that excited to go through. It's the first one's not that fun. But, let's talk. Now let's go to Reindeer. Northwest. You know, I tried to find him, but I couldn't manage to find him. Like, there's a healer there, but I couldn't really find the mouthwash guy. Where am I going? You know, speaking of, don't... it'll be a while before that. So, you know, I always feel like... Okay, first... Ouch. I don't like the American healthcare system. I feel like, despite, you know, the on it stage in Smash Bros. Being, you know, on it, it does look a lot. The layout generally looks a lot more like, you know, a Mother 1 game than a Mother 2 game. Jeez. Okay, let's draw 1,000. That's good. Let us get some healthcare. No, let's go to the hotel. Actually, let's also save. Can't forget to do that. You know, I still think that GameCube is the best Nintendo system. With Game Boy Advance being best handheld. I just love both the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance. It's just, they're masterpieces. I fell in love with the Game Boy Advance actually with the Wii U, because I ended up playing a lot of Game Boy Advance games that I never played back in the day, and then just ended up falling in love with them. You know, there was Minish Cap, there was Mario and Luigi, there was WarioWare, Wario Land, Metroid Fusion. All fantastic. All fantastic. Let's go back to Spokane. That was quick. I need more guys to run away, because I don't care about fighting everybody, you know? red snakes and centipedes and I don't know, other stuff. They're weak. And they run away. Being weak. Oop. Cougar Scratch Lloyd. That videos. Kind of reminds me of what was it, Game Sphere? You know, Drake and Josh. This kind of new, hype new system. I also remember when Soldier Boy was trying to tout this new, these new systems, which were definitely not scams, you know. I am curious about what your guys' favorite systems are. You know, I'm pretty open about GameCube and Game Boy being my absolute favorites, and so when we'll get to GameCube, you know, I'm going to have the time of my life, because, like, there's not a single game that I'll be going through that, you know, I think is bad. Do you mean Switch 2? Because, I mean, technically, Nintendo 2 would be the Super Nintendo. If you don't count, you know, the Game Boy. Let's actually get Anna up to snuff. But in any case, no, I don't really have the Switch 2 yet. I will almost certainly be getting it at some point. In large part, you know, they're putting GameCube games out on the Switch 2. And normally that wouldn't be such a big deal to me, because I would prefer playing GameCube games on the actual system itself anyway. But there's one exception to that. That is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, because I need the damn save states. If I'm playing a game with permadeath, I need save states. You know, I don't want to have to do everything all over again. That kind of sucks. Okay. Door's locked again. So we're gonna have to do this. Okay. Door unlocked, finally. Alarm ghost, not a big deal. Just kinda whatever. Finally, Anna has advanced to the next level. Wisdom has increased by 4. Strength has increased by 1. Force has increased by 3. Maximum HP has increased by 4. Maximum PP has increased by 15. Okay. Nope. And we go here. So that leads us here. Let's see. Okay. I think out of the way. Bionic bats, not a big deal. Okay, let's see here. Nothing, I guess. Dust ball. That guy explodes. So let us actually, let's try this. Let's see if this helps. Doing the side shield. Let's just try it. Yep. 7, okay, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So maybe it did help, I don't know. Thank you for telling me that, cause, apparently, it helped regardless, so, cause I think we would have, had like considerably more damage done if we didn't do it. This man should only be doing quarter damage. Arrgh. Get nothing in there. Looks like we have to go to the piano room. I don't know where that is. Yeah. Apparently I was going the wrong way the whole time because we were supposed to go to the piano room and I was going the wrong way to the piano room. So, yeah. So I was saying that tomorrow we'll most likely get our final party member. So that's cool. And after we get our final party member, there really isn't that much left of the game, I don't think. So yeah, we might be able to finish the game off next week, maybe. If not that, you know, the week after. So I should mention, if I haven't mentioned it already, I'm probably gonna, I shouldn't say probably, I'm definitely going to, let's go up here, I guess. I'm definitely going to kind of vacation in the UK in a bit, so yeah. Anna did not learn necromancy. She leveled up, but she hasn't learned that PSI yet. Side vid goes the way you think it's going. What do you mean? Let's go. Okay, let's see. We went up. You'll never make it. Hee 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 hee. Oh. Oh shit. I didn't even see that. Oh, fuck. Thank you. We at least have that, so. Yeah. Should be good, though. Oh, enemies here. I'm hoping this is the right way, though. Apparently, I'm going to the cellar. I hope the piano's in the cellar. It's a long way. There we go. Okay. Second, then down at the third, and down at the fourth. Okay. Turn back. Let's see, do I have to open the present or... no. Yeah, they're unrocked because apparently healing can unrock them. Let's first let's do Anna life up. Check out the piano. The piano began to play all by itself. Nintendo remembered the tune. Okay. Okay, I think we are just about out of here. Okay. Oh. So, like, the earlier levels tend to be much better for healing, typically. Ah, zombie. We don't want to face the zombie. Actually, let's run. Yeah, they don't really give a description on kind of what they do, so it's hard to identify. I feel like this, Mother 2 Earthbound was a bit better in this aspect. Oh, okay. I get it. So right now we have gamma and alpha, I assume. Okay, we're finally out of that. I keep doing this. I don't think Anna does, but we can check. Anna... Oh, Anna does. Would you look at that? Let us, do a bit of healing. I think I've died plenty of times on stream, actually. That's, yeah, because, you know, the first few, you're gonna die a few times early in the game, no matter what you do, I think. You know, it's hard when you're, like, really early in the game, it's hard to prevent that. It's when you're later in the game where it becomes less frequent, like, more towards, I guess, the middle of the game, it becomes very infrequent. Okay, right now we gotta go back to Reindeer, I think. So we have the melody. We're pretty much done with Spokane. Actually, I should say we're... Fuck. Serious listening. My phone's open, so Siri was apparently listening to what I was saying about Spookane, about how we're leaving it for good. Okay, we win. Pain deer. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize Lloyd has some it's kind of low on health. Let's do B. Okay, we're going back. Actually, we gotta leave some stuff with Sister, I think. So let's go back to Union. Then we can get healed for free. So. Forgot to mention that the music at the very beginning of the stream, its theme was supposed to be 2000s emo, roughly 2000s emo. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's the kind of music that I just love to listen to. Never gets old. So, where are we going? Okay, Crow, that's a good sign. It means we're close by our house. Should be anyway. feel like we're back in Marysville. Or somewhere. No, we're in the factory, okay. That's not where we want to go. I think right now I will we'll get to the next area, and then after that I'm going for a break. I think it's because, you know, my room right now is actually really dark. I'm getting kind of tired. I think a dark room just kind of creates that atmosphere. More enemy encounters. Just encountering enemy after enemy. Here we go. Bird repellent. Trying to get the hell out. Trying to. Actually. Oh, we really missed it. Okay. We gotta go down. Okay, speed has increased by 1, wisdom has increased by 4, strength has increased by 2, force has increased by 4, max has increased by 5. And I learned a new PSI power. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, 500 is being generous. Just like take 2 steps and boom. Another encounter. And yeah, I'm not running away from any of them because, you know, there's more point to fight. You at least get a little bit of experience, but it's just trying to go back to Morales. One eternity later, yeah. Trying to go back to Nintendo's house. To which we are almost there. You know, there should be more child killing in video games. I I like to do that, you know. Fuck them kids. There we go. First, let's heal. Let's see, talk. Prime ribs. Have to talk to your sister. I am Minnie. What can I do for you? Let's leave. Let us leave. The sword. Because we're not going to be using it anyhow. The rope. Let's do the big bag. I don't think we'll be using it. Let us do flea bag. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I always think of when I'm playing, like, GTA. Where are them kids at? Might as well. But this is about as much I want to go as I want to go, I think. Gotta keep things fairly empty. The Mega Walk of Shame. Yeah, in order to get the storage, you gotta physically go to your sister and all that. Right now, I'm trying to get to, was it Yucca Desert? Yucca Desert? So. Possibly, but I already have stuff with, I don't know. I'm just, basically in this case, I'm just, basically, the guide says, you know, go to your sister and stuff. So I'm just like, you know, fuck it. So. I need to save. Come on, get the hell out. Fuck off. Okay. Apparently. I think the guy isn't really thinking about that. Let's continue. But I think I will take a small break here. When we come back, was it Yucca Desert? Till then. Okay, and I am back. And we are going to Yucca Desert. So I can see the way to go to Yucca Desert is by following the train. Okay, hold on. There we go. Fuck. Fuck. Hold on. Nothing. Okay, let's go. PSI, let's do, wake up for Anna. And then let's do that for Lloyd. We gotta follow the tracks. So at some point there's that, and then I think we go, maybe, actually, we could probably use the map here. So do we go down south or do we go down north? Trying to go to the desert because we got some stuff to do in the desert. Apparently the track is going to be kind of familiar if you played Mother 2. There we go. Here we are. Hey, yep, I am here. Okay, we got some new enemies. They're red, which means they're harder. 7. It's gonna... Oof. And dead. Fuck. Yep. Because for God knows what reason, Anna has very minimal health. So, like she's almost at 20, but she has, like, normally, like, the HP should be at, like, level 100 and not... which means we have to do the fun track back. Yay. Yep. She dies first, and she's the main support. She's the healer, and she dies first. Because, I mean, Nintendo does not... Nintendo only has Life Up Alpha. Not any of those. Well, that's about get him with the... Oh! Do you mean the bug that we just fought, or like the Barbots? Yeah, probably. Because, like, that... Sure, like, I can get him with the bug spray. But, like, that bug wasn't particularly difficult. In fact, most of the bugs are not particularly difficult anyhow, so... So in that account, I don't really find a point in just using the bug spray. Where do I go from here? No, we go up. Okay. No, we don't. Okay, I guess we go here. Yeah, we do. Okay. New cool bugs. I mean, yeah, but I mean, if it's... Yeah, Anna is really the one with the PSI abilities, and also, like that's kind of the case for Mother 2 as well, with Paula being the real, like, PSI ability person, the Esper. Gotta go to the hospital. Okay. No, we don't want to go in here. Here we go. Okay, now we can go back. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you could go to your house. That's free. Or Magic can't, but like, it's kind of a long ways. We don't really want to do that, so we don't. You know, we got some time ago. We got a puppy recently, and he's way more naughty than the dog we had before. Rip. Generally, I do kind of want to get out of the country at some point. Oh, I just don't really find much benefit in living here, I guess. Okay, let's go up north. So my ultimate goal would be probably Toronto, because I've been to Toronto. I love Toronto, actually. Like I don't care what any Canadians say. I love Toronto. Toronto's great. And you know, it's the closest thing Canada has to like New York City, even though it's a bit closer to like Chicago. And you know, it's really sunny, it can snow, you know, that's all the good stuff. But like other English speaking places are fine. I was thinking the UK for a bit actually. Decided not to because let me just say I'm not a big fan of like Reform Party. So okay, now where do we go? Okay, let's where do we go? Okay, I guess we go to the Oasis. Rattlesnake. And we get rattlesnakes here actually. Yeah, they're fairly common here, and you really do have to watch out for them on like hiking trails and stuff. Gavilana. Oof. I have no idea what that is. Ouch. Oof. Oh, fuck. Not again. Again. The one member that can revive people is gone. What the fuck? Fuck it, I'm first, I just gotta... Who knows? Kind of looks like a bit of a llama thing. I don't know. Okay, this is where we wanted to go. There's that dude. Yeah. During the last war, I laid mines in this desert. I removed all of them, all but one of them, so watch your step. Okay. There is indeed a single landmine tile in the desert. Do you know where is the tile? Because okay, let's actually... Sure, let's do that. The more you know. If you step on a landmine, you might die. Whew. Imagine that. Yeah. Oh. eToy will actually pop up, or is it? 'Cause I don't know this part of the game, really. Let's talk to him again. Around a plane. Which flight plane would you like? Let's do that one. Sure. Oh. That seems like something eToy would do. I'm curious if, you know, when I take the tank, if I'll be able to, like, go into, like, buildings and stuff. If there's a way to get out, or anything like that, because I wanna revive Anna, but, like, there's no... I also don't want to fight, like, all those enemies again. I think this world is kind of massive for NES standards, actually. Because, like, you know, NES worlds, you have, like, you have the world map and you have the town map, but here it's basically all one and the same. So we just gotta take 10 of these in total. Do you control the plane or a specific path? Yeah, no, there are different paths, so you can't really, like, you're not flying it, he's flying it. But once you get in the tank, you know, that's all you. Actually, let us check our goods. So we have 3 so far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only need 2 more stubs in order to get the tank, it looks like. I don't think you can tank the tank on the plane. That would be kind of cool, though. Let's just do one more. Oh. This is your dad. Now, son, it's not my business, but why not rest? Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, we should have enough stubs, though. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think so. But, That's actually, it's... Save 10 steps. Okay, take my take. Sure look happy. Oh, it's only in the desert. Actually, that's not bad. We can avoid the desert stuff in the desert altogether. Okay. Apparently not. Poor Tank. Tank isn't neat. Just like all of ya. Trying to find where the cactus was. Some cacti here. I don't know where I am supposed to go. Okay, where do I go? Maybe I try to cross the desert, I don't know. Northwest. I see all the cacti there, it's just I don't know where's the one that I really need. Okay, there's the oasis. There it is, I think. No, it's not. some cacti here. Such. It's that. I don't know where it is. Bottom of this cactus patch. So is it this? Because nothing's happening. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. His face. Yeah, I see that. I just don't... What am I supposed to do? Because, like, nothing I'm doing is doing anything. I mean, I can press A and B all I want, it's just... I can't use telepathy. I can't press anything. Like, I can't get out of the tank, I can't do anything. So, it says, at a certain place, you'll find yourself in a battle. A huge robot will block your path. Don't worry, and stuff like that. I don't know where the robot is. That's what I was looking for. Okay, the ruins. Okay. I was avoiding the ruins a bit, but say so. I don't know what these guys are. Best guesses. Okay, there are the ruins. Oh, is that it? Yep, that is it. Draws near, and not to worry as... Yeah. Okay, we are back at here, but I am not going through all that again, so we are going to use this. We gotta use, get back to speed. There you go. Okay, we are going next to... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's Walk of Shame time. It's, but at least we are fully healed, so I don't care. And also, all these losers are easy, so it's not a big deal. It's just it. She has the best defensive gear she can have. She just... her HP is just not up to snuff, and she gets furiously attacked every time. But pretty soon is kind of time to face the dragon guy, I think. Yep, that's why I'm implying. Yeah, she has, you know, the best equipment in the game so far, so she just can't do shit. And she too has the boomerang as well, so. What's the magic coin? She does have the gold ring, but the magic coin is a new one. Do they stack? The magic coin and the gold rings, because, you know, I guess I could go back and if, you know, the magic coin is here, but okay, I mean, I'm kind of new to what equipment is good and what isn't, so. Yeah, no, I did get the gold ring for Anna, but she doesn't have the magic coin, I don't think. But if that's the case, then I should probably get the magic coin for everybody. War never changes. You know, was it Fallout is actually referenced in the Super Smash Bros. So we will be going through it at some point, actually. We'll also be going through the Elder Scrolls games because they are also referenced, but I probably won't go through them as much, only because I feel like with the Elder Scrolls, it took a while for them to actually kind of get good, whereas I think like all of the Fallout games are fairly playable. But I won't be going through Fallout 76. I really don't want to. But yeah, that's really far down the line too. Okay, magic coin, that's... Oof, we don't have enough money. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, she gets sacrificed before she really has a chance to heal anyone, so it's like, eh. Let's do that. So by the end of this year, probably leave off at 1990. Next year, I think we'll get to sometime 92, and then probably 94 after that. So 1994 is a pretty major year. I'm excited for 1994. Where is it? Give it to Lloyd, and then give it to Anna. Okay. Now we can go back. Exodia. I remember there was this whole Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh thing back in the day. Versus Digimon. And to be honest, like, none of them are really that similar. You know, Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh maybe, but like, wait, hold on. I think it's this and then this. Wait, no, other way. Well, I hope it's better, you know, damage and stuff. Because maybe that was the problem, that we didn't have all of our defense equipment, really. I remember when anime all had these English openings. Some of them, generally, I kind of love those English openings. I do find that depending on the anime, the English openings are better. I think the openings, like the Pokemon openings, are much better in English than Japanese. Japanese, it's too, I don't know, it's too casual, too kid-friendly. You know, nothing too exciting. And then I think Kirby Right Back at Ya was one of those anime as well. That, you know, the English opening is much better. I remember Bobo. That was a time. Everyone sounds like an infant in Japanese. You mean the female characters or the male characters? Cause, you know, the female characters, for a lot of them, they're trying to sound cute, which is why they sound sometimes infantile. Or like, yeah, they're purposely, like, that's not usually how like actual Japanese people talk. It's you know, they kind of cutify their voice a lot. It really all depends on the character though. So, I think I mentioned this before, but I took Japanese classes for a number of years, and one of my favorite things about Japanese, there are a few of them, is that in terms of speech pattern, in terms of like how fast people talk, Japanese and English are, we talk at about the same pace, roughly. So that makes it much easier to comprehend what somebody's saying. So I like that. You know, Spanish, it's just like, it's snap speed. It's just boom, 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 boom. German, I think, is a lot slower, but like, also, you know, Germans can talk quickly. Another thing about Japanese, which is not a thing in English, with Japanese, I can tell what type of word something is just by looking at it. So I know it's a verb, I know it's a noun, I know it's an adjective just by looking at it. And English is not like that. Not very many languages are like that, so I like that. And the reason's because they all have basically the same endings. Nouns are almost always written in kanji. That's why I can tell them apart. They're almost always written in kanji. As opposed to hiragana and katakana. Katakana is for foreign words. It could be anything, but you know, you have that. You have verbs. Verbs always end in an u if it's casual. If it's you know, if it's not, it ends in the mas. If it's formal, it ends in the mas. But casual always end in an u. Adjectives are kind of split into e adjectives and not adjectives. So e adjectives, as you can guess, they always end in e, no matter what. So long as, you know, there are no like conjunctions or whatever. But non-adjectives, when you're describing something, you add a na to it. The reason's because non-adjectives also act as nouns. So that's kind of cool. And grammar is like, you know, I can't really describe the grammar in Japanese, but I will say that you learn the grammar and you're just like, oh yeah, well that makes sense. It's just perfectly understandable. The hardest parts about Japanese, so you know, there's the obvious talked about 3 different writing systems. For the most part, you don't really have to like remember specifically how to write kanji. You just have to remember how to read it. And like in a sentence, it gets yeah. And in a sentence, it gets really, it gets much easier to read if there's like katakana versus not. That's why people use it. But really the hardest part about Japanese are things called counters, which are not in English. Counters are essentially suffixes to numbers. Yeah, so counters are like suffixes to numbers. So if you're so Japanese itself does not have nouns. Does not, no, I shouldn't say nouns. I kind of have a stutter a little bit, but Japanese does not have plurals. That's what I was meaning to say. And so, you know, you don't really, unless you're specifying, you know, you just say like animal or person or whatnot. But if you are specifying, if you are adding a number to it, you need a counter. And the counter depends on what you are specifying. So animals, for example, have their own counter. Birds, which are different, apparently, have their own counter. And, you know, of course you have like numbers and, not numbers, minutes, hours, and stuff like that, seconds. You know, they're basically counters on their own. But, Nancy. Oh, let's, can we run away from these guys? I kind of want to run. Oh yeah, we are running away. Come on, come on. Yes, thank you. So, counters, there are also counters for like flat objects, cylindrical objects, round objects, you know, unidentifiable objects. You have to memorize all of that. So you know, that kind of sucks. To be honest though, despite Korean having, you know, like one of the best writing systems, I do find it a lot more difficult to learn than Japanese. And immune to defense then. Yeah, no, at this point I'm just kind of running away from everything. Because we need to go to the ruins since it's now open to us. And I don't want to face any of these guys. 65. Use Celsius. We Americans use Fahrenheit. America. Celsius actually probably does make more sense. But I guess if you want to be specific, you use Fahrenheit, but also like if we're talking you know, if we're talking like specifics, then or if we're talking about like temperature, we don't need specifics, I guess. Yeah, I'm just mumbling at this point. At least I really feel like I'm mumbling a bit. Come on, Lloyd. No! No, come on, let's get out of here. There we go. And I'm running away from everything. Ouch. Could... Oh, what? Okay. Poison gone. Was it the thing about Japanese? I was basically just explaining what counters were. And at some point, you know, I felt like I was mumbling. I was saying that Korean is more difficult to learn than Japanese. Are scorpions bugs? No, not... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yep. Okay, let's try the bug spray. Well, to be fair, it's not just that she's ass. The enemies specifically target her because she's ass, and also, it ended up that she fought, like, an enemy that was... we couldn't run from quite yet. I don't know. Trying to figure out where we are so we can go to the ruins. I don't think there are really any enemies in here, so that'd be good. Yeah, maybe. I thought it was more of a Lloyd's thing. That's really the only reason. Okay. Let's go this way, yes. There better not be enemies in here, though. Wait, where am I? It's so quiet here, but it's too quiet for me, I think. Where am I, actually? That's... oh. I see. Okay. I am a lady. Don't talk to me so casually. The truth is, I am a man. Okay. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any enemies here. Was just yeah, basically. I've got a good story to tell you. Want to hear it? Well, you should be nice to friends. That's all I've got to say. In the town by the sea, you'll meet a new friend. Okay, go in here. Just walk straight. Find truth at the end of the path. Okay. A lot of PSI stones and a quick capsule, it looks like. So probably skip all the PSI stones, but quick capsules we will probably want. Retreat! And if you don't want to, go back. Oh, never mind. Go forward. You caught up with me. I'll admit that's something. Here, I'll give you something nice. Okay, what did you give me? Oh, you were the one with the quick capsule. Let's, first let's, okay. Speed 69. Speed 24 and 20. So we need to give it to Lloyd. Okay. Turn right, then left to find something nice. Yeah. Don't go any further inside. For farther, exact. I guess. Oh. Here we are. This looks familiar. Nintendo felt this question enter his mind. Who has lost his tail? And we are back. Okay. Okay, let's, the guide's basically being like you could, face the dragon now if you want, but, Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, let's revive, Anna. Seal up. And then let's go save, I guess. I'm the mysterious mimicker. I've transferred that into your account after the amount you spent. Balance is that. Spend your money wisely. 428, 136, and 99. Sure. There's a universe where you wait until you get freeze camera and then use it to detonate the dragon. And the dragon's coming up, but I think I'll take care of that some other time. But for now, let's rest, because I think we just about had enough time. And yeah, Thank you for joining me with Super Smash Project number 114. I will be back here tomorrow. Until then, see ya. Toodles.